Hey, hey, how are you? Hello, 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 hello. How are you? All right, everybody. So, I hope that each and every one of you all are having a fabulous day. Are you? And if you are new to this informative podcast, to this movement, to this grand introduction, give it up for the one, for the only, the one who cannot be duplicated, sometimes complicated, little bit misunderstood. Nicki Nick, one love. Hi. Yes. Okay. So, how are you? I hope you said, girl, I'm doing good. Oh, what's up? You know I'm doing good, little mom. Or however way you want to greet me, just greet me respectfully, you know? Now, to my beautiful people, let's give a round of applause to yourselves for tuning in with this beautiful podcaster. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. Now give the host, Nicki Nick, one love, a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you for taking a moment and time out of her busy day, to kick it with you all. And most importantly, let's give a huge round of applause for this beautiful, blessed day that has been gifted to each and every one of us. Yes, thank you, thank you. And let's give thanks in the process. All right. So, what we going to talk about today? What you want to talk about? I mean, I do know what we're going to talk about, but seriously, if y'all are listening to my podcast on Spotify, you should check out the more section and then check out the comment section and then drop some cool ideas. Yeah. Oh my goodness, y'all. I love kicking it with you all because a lot of times, a lot of people, they just see maybe one or two sides of yours truly. And it's kind of on the reserved side due to different scenarios and situations. But I love kicking it with you all because, hey, me being authentic, me being genuine, it's in my name, Nicki Nick, one love. I'm showing each and every one of you all love. And I'm dropping some 411 in the process. Okay. So, this podcast, I'm doing it for the blind community, but it is informative for everyone. This particular podcast can be used with teachers, with students who are needing assistance and trying to figure out how to get their notes and everything together. I know I'm saying this is for the blind community, but this is wherever this particular device can help out. This is where this podcast will come in at. So, let's give it up for today's title and for today's discussion. The Victor Stream Reader. Yes. So, what is it? Well, the Victor Stream Reader is a handheld device that you can use to do multiple things. You can use to record notes, information, things that are helpful and beneficial for yourself that you can go back and replay at a later date. You can also utilize the podcast section, which I will demonstrate how to search and look up a podcast. Well, any podcast that you have heard about. But I'm also going to show you how to look up my podcast so y'all can listen to it. I mean, how cool is that, right? Yeah. Okay. Then you can listen to books from NLS Bard and from Bookshare. I think it's one more. I think it's Daisy Books. But when I go to that section, we are definitely going to check it out, so I can make sure I drop all the information. You can also listen to internet radio. You can listen to TuneIn. Yes, these are radio stations. So not only can you have the fulfillment and the enjoyment of music, you can listen to books and music. Now, y'all probably saying that sounds real fun. How can this be utilized with schools? Right. You have a resource section. Okay. So you can y'all. Forgive me. You can look up information about different things because they have, I think it's either called WikiHow or Wikipedia. It's one of those. But you can look up information. But anybody who knows. You gotta be careful with Wiki. Because sometimes Wiki information can be changed. But I think with the one that they chose, it's not like that. But I will be going back later to verify it, and maybe in a future podcast I will, or maybe even on this one. It just depends on how everything flows about. And you can utilize the offline section or mode, meaning that's where you will access your recordings. If you put MP3 files or MP3 or books from your computer on there, on your SD card, because there is a slot where you can put in an SD card. You can do that. You can use headphones with an aux plug jack, or because we know aux is kind of getting out of the game a little bit. But for the ones who still use it, you can use it. And then you can also use and utilize, help me, Bluetooth. Yes, you can use Bluetooth. So it's a lot of things. We're going to get this show cracking. Or, as we used to say, kind of back in the day, we about to get this show pop locking. Dropping. Okay, y'all, maybe it was just me that said it. But y'all get what I'm saying. We're about to move along. Okay, so let's kick it off. I'm getting ready to turn on Victor. Yes, I have given my stream reader a name. His name is Victor. Victor goes with me. So, on the left hand side, you have a small round button. It's towards the top, or towards like the corner edge. Right beneath the power button, you have your volume keys, your up and down button. Then you have just one button on the right hand side. Told y'all, forgive me, charge it to my brain, not my heart. But that's your recording button, okay? So let's turn on Victor. And Victor is going to talk to you. And then from there, we are going to keep it moving. That beep sound was letting you know that it has been turned on.
Welcome to Victor Reader.
Podcast 16 podcast feeds 10 Queen Radio Nicki Minaj The Barbara 3 new episodes.
Okay, so it just let you know that the last section I was on is the podcast, and
Wi-Fi connected.
how many different podcasters I basically have on here, which is 16. That's including myself. Even though it's including myself, I'm still gonna show you how to look up my show. And it also will let you know that you are connected to the Wi-Fi or that you're not connected to it. So those are some great qualities. Now, I'm just gonna wait a few moments, or no, I'm gonna press the 6 key. So when it's doing what it's gonna do at the moment, I'm gonna continue to talk about the Victor Stream Reader. Kind of give you some background. So the Victor Stream Reader, it has nothing but basically buttons, because hey, this is for the low vision blind community. So we have to feel what's going on. So the number keys is set up like your house phone. Now I hope y'all not feeling like it's too ancient of a house phone. I'm not talking about the rotary kind. How about the kind that you had to press the buttons, or back in the 2000s where you had to press certain number of keys to spell out your words, but them fingers was going so fast, and later in life you end up having carpal tunnel syndrome. Yeah, I can attest to that. But that is something that was going on. Lord have mercy. And because of that, it actually worked out pretty good. Because if that was something that you were doing already, when those styles of cell phones or house phones were out, the Victor Stream Reader is kind of easy to utilize. And we about to go to the section where we can search for a podcast. Y'all ready? All right, let's do it.
"11 Ricky's Smiley Morning Show Podcast, Earl 1. 12 Spice Pipe Romantic Stories of Love Pipe Sex Charged Audio Stories Podcast. 13 The Black Hair Conspiracy Podcast, Desperado Jackson. 14 Underground Gospel Radio, Selfless The Artist Pipe Big Gwen Pipe Tiffany Red Pipe Shanice Powell Pipe Mario Chosen Vessel, 5 new episodes. 15 Underground Hip Hop / Talk Radio, Hard in These Streets Radio, 5. 16 Young Jog and the Streets Morning Takeover Podcast, Young Jog. Add podcast feed.
Okay, So we add a podcast feed. We're going to press the pound button, which for that will let the Victor reader know that
Podcast, Young Jock and the Streets Morning Takeover Podcast. New episode. How much time do you give someone to get over you after a serious relationship?
So it started back chiming and dinging, and that's just bringing in some of the most recent, newest episodes. So I'm going to hit pound.
Title search.
Now it's on title search. So I'm going to prepare to type in the name of my show.
Podcast, Young Jock and the Streets Morning Takeover Podcast. New episode. When has somebody tried to talk to your significant other in front of you? Search by category. Title search.
Okay, so it's on title search. So let me hit confirm one more time.
Enter text to search.
There we go. Now I can put in the name of my show.
M N G H I A B C J K G H I space M N O 6 Podcast, Young Jock and the Streets Morning Takeover Podcast. New episode. What is a good reason to break up with someone you love? M.
Okay, so it's 2 letters that I don't need. There's a rewind, play, and forward button. I'm going to hit the rewind button to delete twice.
M. Deleted. M. Deleted.
Alright, now here we go again.
M. N. Podcast, no more excuses. Monday motivation, new episode, podcast number 416. What does it look like? G. H. I. A. B. C. J. K. Space. 1. Space. J. K. L. M. N. O. Podcast, no more excuses. Monday motivation, new episode, podcast number 415. Does your CRM work for you? T. Deleted.
So I just had to delete another key, a letter.
T. U. V. T. E.
Alright, now I'm going to press confirm.
Podcast, no more excuses. Monday motivation, new episode, podcast number 414. How confident are you? Confirmed. 1. Result found. 1. Nicki Nick, One Love. McMullen-Tate.
And that's my podcast. Okay, so now to confirm, you're going to press the
Podcast, no more excuses. Monday motivation, new episode, podcast number 413. How has fear of $CKE to you?
Alright, now I'm press the confirm button once again.
Podcast already registered. 1. Nicki Nick, One Love. McMullen-Tate.
Alright, so it lets you all know that it is already registered, which means I'm already following myself.
Podcast, no more excuses. Monday motivation, new episode, podcast number 412. Are you happy where you are today?
And so that is how you will search for a podcast. Now, y'all hear it pulling in all the new episodes. Alright, so I'm about to get out of podcasts.
Podcast, 16, podcast feeds. App, Bookshare, 11, books,
Bookshare,
Black Lotus 2, The Bell, Internet Radio,
Internet Radio,
TuneIn Radio,
TuneIn Radio,
References,
References,
NLS Bard, 13, Books,
NLS
7,
Bard,
Living.
Podcast, 16, Bookshare, 11, Books, 7, Black Lotus 2, The Bell.
So you would log in just like if you were to log in for like on the app on your phone or on your computer for Bookshare or NLS Bard, and that's how you will access your books, and you can search for them.
Podcasts, Ricky's Smiley Morning Show podcast, new episode, full show by Paris and Wall's first joint interview, Amy Popock and TJ Holmes struggle in their relationship, Tyrese joins RSMS to talk new album, and more. Podcasts, Ricky's Smiley Morning Show podcast, new episode, RSMS hour for Pipe Angel reset to launch new podcast.
So it's still pulling in a podcast. All right, so I'm gonna.
Internet Radio, 1, playlist, 1, Givenware playlist, Irish.
All right, so we on Internet Radio. Let's check it out.
Podcasts, Ricky's Smiley Morning Show podcast,
just
new
a
episode,
moment.
RSMS hour 3 Pipe Tyrese joins RSMS to talk new album.
Okay, so
17, Thistle Radio. 1. Podcasts, Ricky's Smiley Morning Show podcast, new episode, RSMS hour 2 Pipe Amy Popock and TJ Holmes struggle in their relationship. RT Acute Radio 1. 2. RT Acute Radio 1 Extra. 3. RT Acute Radio 2. 4. RT Acute 2 XM. 5. Podcasts, Ricky's Smiley Morning Show podcast, new episode, RSMS hour 1 Pipe Paris and Wall's first joint interview. RT Acute Lyric FM. 4. RT Acute 2 XM.
all right, let's do this one.
Five, RT Acute Lyric FM. 6. RT Acute Radio Miguel Tacha. 7. RT Acute Gold. 8. RT Acute Pulse. 7. RT Acute Gold. 8. RT Acute Pulse. 9. Live Island Channel. 10. Celtic Sojourn, Boston WGBH. 11. Newstalk. 12. Today FM. 13. Radio Mira. 12. Today FM. Please wait.
Being like, people under the age of 40 have no business even attempting to get tickets.
All right.
Have a go right now. Just get yourself in to win. You just...
So, for me, I just kept going, making sure what was available. And then when I was ready to select, I just pressed the play button. And that is if you're holding up your Victor screen reader upright. You have 3 buttons at the bottom. Your rewind, your play, your fast forward. Okay. So now, going to go and do something else. Let's get out of Internet
Internet
Radio.
Radio. 1. Playlist. Search on old tunes. Search on old tunes. 1. Humanware playlist. Irish. Search on old tunes. Tune in radio. Search tune in stations.
All right. Now I'm on TuneIn Radio. So, if you wanted to listen to your favorite station, that is, let's say, if you're from Tuscaloosa, where you have been used to listening to 92.9 WTUG, right? So you can try to pull that one up, or you can try to pull up another hometown favorite station. All right, so from there,
Enter text to search.
Alright, so I'm going to search 92.9.
W, X, Y, Z, 9. A, B, C, 2. 1, period. W, X, Y, Z, 9. Space.
And see, because I know the rest of it, 92.9 WTUG, I'm going to include that. So it'll help narrow down the search.
W, T, T, U, G.
Alright, now I'm going to say confirm.
Confirmed. 70. Results found. 1, 92.9 tug.
Alright, that's the one that I'm looking for. So I'm going to hit confirm. Play.
Two, 92.9 the grand. 1, 92.9 tug.
Welcome to Tune In. Let's talk about ending summer with savings at Winn-Dixie. We're talking
And
winning
there you
deals
go.
on your Labor Day meal. Right now,
It is
100% all natural
Planet A
fresh chicken drumstick
local
value
station.
packs are only 99 cents a pound. Now we're talking. And don't forget the sides. 5-pound bags of SC Grocers Russet.
Alright, so let's get off of tuning. Alright.
Tune in radio. Search tune in stations. References. 0. Finds.
So
Search on Wikipedia.
So it's Wikipedia.
Enter text to search.
So let's search apples. Apples on Wikipedia. Because apples are good for you. An apple a day will keep a cavity away.
A, P, P, J, K, L, D, E, P, Q, R, S.
Alright, now the confirm button.
Confirmed. 50. Results found. 1. Apple. Still found. Apples have been grown for thousands of years in Eurasia and were introduced to North America by European colonists. Apples have religious. Complete article.
Ah, okay.
2. Apples to Apples. Apples to Apples is a party game originally published by Out of the Box Publishing Incorporated and now by Mattel. Players start with a hand of 7 red apple. Complete article.
Okay.
3. Candy apple. Candy apples, or toffee apples in Commonwealth English, are whole apples covered in a sugar candy coating with a stick inserted as the handle. These are. Complete article.
Okay. So that kind of gives you an idea of how Wikipedia works. Pretty nice. I know. Alright. So let's go to the offline.
Go to result.
So, if you're holding your Victor Stream Reader up, there are also 3 buttons at your top row. You have a middle round button. You are going to press it.
Not used in text entry. Not used in text entry.
Oh, I need to get out of this, so let me hit cancel.
Cancel. 3. Candy apple. Candy apples, or references. 0.
Okay.
Files. Search on Wikipedia.
Now, let me hit that button that I was just talking about.
Offline bookshelf. Notes.
There we go.
17. Notes. 1.
Now I'm on my offline bookshelf, which is my recordings. So I'm going to press that one button that's just hanging out on the right hand side. Let's see what happens.
Start recording.
Hi peeps, this is a tester for my podcast. Alright, so with this, it is still recording as I'm doing my podcast because I'm demonstrating how this function works. Now, if you needed to take a break or take a moment to do something else, you just hit the play/pause button.
Pause recording.
Do, 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 do. Boop, boop. Okay, so that's done. Then you'll hit the play/pause button again.
Resume recording.
Boom. It's resuming recordings. Alright, so now you're done. So you're going to hit that same recording button to stop and end this particular recording.
Stop recording. Note 18. Created.
There you got it. See? Now, I'm going to press that number 1 key like I was doing, a few moments ago to show y'all the different things that was on the online side of stuff. So, this is the recordings. Let's see what else is on here.
Notes 18. Notes 18.
So your notes is your recordings. It's just your recording notes.
Other books. 1. Book. 1. Doesn't usually off contents.
Okay, so this is talking about your offline books. So you had like your books share and all of those cool things. But if you brought books and they're on your computer or on a thumb drive and you wanted them on your Victor String Reader, that's what you have to do is just copy the file to your SD card, and this is where you will access it at. Okay, so let's see what else.
Text files. 4. Files. 1. Reader _reader _v1.2.0 _bill 1422 release notes yen US.text.
Alright, and they have text files.
Notes 18. Notes 18.
Alright. So, I'm going to turn off my Victor now by pressing the power button.
Shutting down. Please wait.
Alright, and that last little sound let you know that, hey, your Victor is now off. So, that was a demonstration of how to check out the functions, how to look up a podcast, how to kind of switch and navigate. Now, I didn't go through the settings part. Maybe I can do that one for another podcast. But that was just giving you a nice little overview on what to do. So, I would like to say, once again, thank you, and thank you, and then thank you for tuning in with this podcast. If you know anyone who could benefit from this particular podcast, share it. Let them know about it. And if you know anyone who is visually impaired or is blind and you think that they could benefit from this podcast, guess what? Comment, let me know, and I would do everything I can to get some information to them. Ain't that so sweet? I know. Because we live in a world that's full of information, but sometimes people are stingy with that information. Because they're like, if I got the information, you don't need that information. But if you know someone who could benefit from this particular episode, share it. And if they need some assistance in trying to figure out how to go about getting something like this, comment, let me know. You know, like they said on High School, yeah, I had to say that again. Like they said on High School Musical, we all in this together once you... Okay, I'm gonna stop because I already messed it up when I first started. But that's besides the point. Or is it? No. Because we are in this together. We're in it to win it. We're in it to fight it. And y'all Yo, Nick, what, girl? Did you not tell him that it's a movement? Yo, y'all, it's a movement. Nicki Nick, this is like a public announcement. It's a movement. Can you dig it? Yeah, okay. So if it's a movement and you down with the cause, then hey, help get the information out there. Can you do that? Okay. All right. So thanks again, y'all, for checking in, kicking it with your girl, the one and only Nicki Nick. One love. And she'll be right back at it again. So hey, keep them phones close, keep those notifications on, because you don't want to miss another episode. So peace, love, and hair grease until the next time. Nicki Nick, one love.